All right, I am so excited to be showing you a Canva tutorial. I use Canva like every single day, and I am by no means a graphic designer, but Canva really allows you to create beautiful graphics just from their website. And the best part is it's completely free. You can pay for a paid version, which I do have the pro version. I believe it's $17 a month, but you can definitely do so much in here for free. So you can use Canva for social media graphics, website graphics, email graphics. You can do posters, you can do stories, you can do presentations. There's so many templates in here and so many features that you're able to create anything and have it look really, really beautiful. So you're going to go to canva.com, sign up for an account. Like I said, it's free. Try it out. And if you do want to get the pro version, you just get a few extra features and all your images are free, which is really, really nice. I definitely get my $17 worth, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through the homepage real quick. So as you scroll down, you'll see that there are some recommended posts for me. This is just what I create most often. So these are basically your sizes. So you want to create an Instagram post, it's going to be a square. If you want to create a presentation, it's going to be, presentation size, etc., etc. If I scroll down, I can also see all of my designs. So if I click see all, I'll be able to see all of my designs that I've ever created in Canva, and I'm able to bring it up and edit it if I want to manipulate an older graphic from the past, which is really awesome. Next, it's going to show me some examples of Instagram posts. So I can click any one of these and I'm going to be able to manipulate the text, the font, the background, the colors. So it's great templates. Here's some Facebook post examples, posters, logos, Facebook covers. You get the idea. You can manipulate any one of these templates. So Canva makes it super, super simple because it's already all in here and you just have to change it to your words, your fonts, your colors, etc. So just going up here, I can click all of my designs, and again, it's going to show me all of my designs that I've created. What I really love is the brand kit section. So I invite you to go and check this out. This is where you can upload your logos. I have a bunch of old client logos in here that I need to delete, but there's a bunch of logos. And I can select my brand colors. So once you do decide on colors for your brand, what you want to do is just come to this brand kit and create a new palette. So I'm just going to say add a new palette on the bottom. And it's going to give me an untitled palette. And I'm just going to say Canva tutorial. I can name it and then I can start creating colors. So maybe I want to do like a purple and maybe a blue. And maybe we'll do it all kind of like purpley. Yeah. So if I wanted to create that as brand colors, then it's already automatically saved. And when I go to create new graphics, I'm able to select these colors from the Canva tutorial. Again, I just have a bunch of client color palettes in here, my old amplified palette, my new amplified palette, and this makes it really easy to be able to go in and change your colors, and you never have to go back and like wonder if you had the same color navy as the last graphic you created. Another thing you can do is upload brand fonts, not upload, but select brand fonts. So here's some of my brand fonts that I use often for amplified posts. Unfortunately, you can't create more than one brand font palette. There's only one that you can do. But for now, maybe they're looking at changing that. But you can edit this so that you can easily reach the fonts that you need to, which is really awesome. Going back over here on the side, they've just added this, which I find really interesting. I just want to bring it up real quick in this tutorial. You can now schedule or choose a design for a day in the calendar month. So I thought this was awesome. So if I wanted to do a post about the weekend, this is just something I created from my Rodan and Fields business, then I can select this, and I believe it's having trouble loading right now. I know this is an absolutely new feature, but I believe what you can do is kind of add comments. So you might be able to like upload captions or just like add notes or comments for when you want to schedule this content. So I thought that was a really cool feature. Create a team. You can just invite team members. You can organize your designs into folders, which is cool, trash bin, and then I have some folders for my older clients. All right, so going back to home, you can also search. So if I wanted, say if I owned a beauty salon, for example, I can type in beauty salon and it's going to give me examples of templates that beauty salons use. So it'll give like actual words, like what does this say? Confidence begets beauty. Like there's all kinds of gorgeous hair is the best revenge. Like there's all kinds of different things in here, images that you can just manipulate these from. You can search real estate. You can search greeting cards. You can search skincare. You can do whatever you want to in here, and it's going to give you templates from that. You can also, like say if you wanted to make a checklist, search checklist, and you will get templates for checklists. So there's a bunch of things that you can search and do in Canva. All right, so now I'm going to take you through actually creating a design. So I like to start up here. So create a design, and again, it's going to give me suggested sizes. So I'm going to create an Instagram post, and you can also do custom dimensions, which is nice too. So if you have a specific thing that you need to fit in, then you can do custom dimensions. All right, so because I selected Instagram post, it's actually going to again show me a bunch of templates over here. So I'll just show you what it actually looks like to use a template. So you just click it and it opens up. And as you can see, as I move my mouse over each section, it's going to light up, and then that's how I can kind of manipulate what's already in here. So this says pals forever. So if I want to say best friends, I can kind of just type that in there. So it's very intuitive and very easy to use. I can switch out this photo if I want to. Canva has a bunch of elements over on the side, which I'll get to in a minute, but that's kind of how you manipulate what's already there. I can change the background color, etc., as you can see. So you can manipulate any template. So I'm just gonna undo that, the whole thing, so I can get back to a blank space. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm just gonna create a design for you. I've decided to create a graphic for Amplified Social Suite as an example, and kind of show you the process that I go through. So before I do that, I just wanna take you through the options that you have on the side over here. So uploads is graphics and images that you actually upload from your computer. So in order to upload, I usually have everything in my downloads. So say I want to upload this picture, I just drag and drop and it's going to upload right into Canva, which is so cool. And then I can just click it and it's going to come up on my page, or I can drag it over and make it the background. Just going to delete that for now. The second tab is photos. So these are absolutely free. If you have the pro version, I know they're all free. Some of them might be paid. But this is really, really awesome. So say I was looking for, let's say, social media. So it's going to give me photos that are relevant to social media. So say I wanted to use this as my background. Oh, it might not let me. I think I need to drag it over. Then I can drag that and use that as my background if I want to. So it has so many just like stock photos in here that you can use, which is awesome. The next thing is elements, and this section is actually quite wide, so you want to go in and kind of play around with this, but you can search for elements. So say if I wanted to search for something that was like the little like tab. If I click in like, then it's going to give me all of these options to come up. So these are basically like little illustrations or little widgets, for lack of a better word. So you can search a ton of things in here. Say if you wanted a picture of lipstick, you can do that. Like there's so many different things. No, it's just not coming up. That's fine. That's just a little glitch. So going back to elements, there's also like you can add lines in here. You can add different shapes. So say if I wanted to like add a square and like make it look like that, then I can do it that way. I can add circle. I can add any kind of shape and change the color. I can also add a frame. So say if I wanted to add a frame and then I wanted to upload a picture into that frame, that's how I would do that. And again, like I'm just deleting, as you see, like I'm deleting as I go, whatever I want to change and manipulate. There's stickers, so you can use things that actually move, which is super cool. Charts, these are cool because if you did need to do something, it would actually allow you to manipulate the chart. So if you're doing an actual presentation, it will allow you to enter in your actual values and create your chart for you. So Canva is pretty sweet. You also have grids here. So if you wanted to do like a side-by-side picture, you can do that. Gradients, coronavirus. And then there's like a bunch of little illustrations that they have just featured down here. So like the opportunity is literally endless. Next is text. So I can add, here's where my brand fonts come in. So it says, click to add text to the page. So if I want to add a heading, and then I just type whatever I want, and I can add any of those fonts. There's also a bunch of font combinations down here, so you can go and have a look and get some really cool fonts. And I can manipulate the color from here as well. So if I wanted to change the color of that to one of my brand colors, I can easily do that. Oops. Next is styles. So I've actually never been in this tab. It must be new. So I guess, oh, this is super cool. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so it'll like select the background and select all that for me, which is pretty cool. You can add music, like you can do anything on here. Videos, background, so you can change the background of your image, and then folders is where you can actually like organize your photos, because like up here it's all kind of just in like literally there's so many images in here, like it's so disorganized, but you can organize them into folders. If you're a person that's super organized, that's obviously not me, so there you go. All right, so that's a little bit about that. Okay, now I'm going to start to create a graphic for the Amplified Social Suite. So I'm just going to start by choosing a background. So I just click the little color wheel up here, and again my brand fonts pop up. So I usually like to use this color as a background, but if I wanted it to be a little bit lighter or a little bit darker, I can manipulate the color up here to change that. And if you want to select a color that, there's default colors down here, and see, here's my little Canva tutorial colors as well. I'm just going to change it back to pink for now. All right, then I want to add some text. So I'm just going to say, let's use one of these. What do we like? What do we like? Let's use this one. Okay, so here's the first thing. So see how there are like rectangles around the text? So that means that this is a grouped text. So what you're going to do is go up here and click ungroup in order to edit it. And now I can move these two things around. So I'm going to say social suite. And now, so that I can move this around on the page together, I can highlight both of them and move them this way, or I can regroup them. So now it's one text and it's one option. So now I can manipulate the size. And there's also colors up here that I can choose. So let's actually, no, I like the one that's already there. Okay, so now I want to upload a photo of me. So I'm gonna start with a frame so that it kind of looks cool on the image. So let's go and select a frame. Okay, let's select the phone because it's all about social media. So now my image is going to be uploaded in this frame, so it's going to look right like a phone. So let's choose this one that I have as my profile picture. For some reason on my computer, it looks like it's off on my computer. This has been happening to me for a few months on Canva, but once I download the image, it will be set in the phone. So now that I see that this has a white background, this is kind of like off for me. So what I'm going to do is just change this color to white and just see how that looks. And I like that much, much better. Okay, so now I have a photo of me there. And now I think I'm going to add a little bit more text. So I'm going to go up to my brand fonts this time. And I think I'm going to use this one. Let's say create compelling content to grow your business. So I can move it around, as you see, like it obviously shows me where the middle is. And let's change this to white and see how that looks. Okay, so now I can't really like see that on the page. So what I can do, if you go to effects on text, you can add a shadow, and that's gonna help your text stand out more. There's also a bunch of other things you can do, like you can do glow, echo, like there's a bunch of different little text effects you have here. But really what I don't like is the font in general. I don't think it really like matches what's going on here. So what I'm gonna do, so I hope you saw me do that. So there's a ton of text that you can choose from. And if you search, it's actually gonna give you categories. So you can choose handwriting, corporate, display, headings, paragraph. Like you can just go through these, and then you can also search as well. So let's go to headings and see. Okay, that's really weird because it always comes up, but that's fine. I actually am going to use League Spartan. I already know what I want to use just because I'm used to the fonts. All right. So, okay, that looks a bit better. I think I want to make this smaller. And I think I'm going to just copy this type of text here because I want to add amplified in there. So I just copied and pasted it. And again, it's gonna give me a little bit of an issue if I don't ungroup this, so I'm just gonna ungroup it. Amplified social suite. All right, so I mean, it's a little bit unbalanced. Like sometimes you really just need to fool around with everything and get it to your liking. So what if we moved it up here? Okay, I like this better. And let's take out the exclamation mark. I'm also going to take the shadow effect off because I don't like the way that that looks. And I'm going to change this text to, let's see what it looks like, black. What is this color? All right, so I found this color under effects. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy it by clicking Command C, and then I'm gonna go back to this text and change the color up here, new color, and paste it in, and it's going to change to what is on the background there. Okay, now I want to just move that down so it's centered. All right, so now I'm going to add some kind of like decor or design. So if I go back to elements, so see how it's saved on frame, so I can just click the X button to get back out. So I want a design here. Maybe I want some kind of amp for amplified. So I'm gonna just search amp and see what it gives me. Okay, cool. It's kind of like a rocker type pick. So I can change the color of this by clicking the color icon again up top. So what does it look like if we do a kind of like a little amp here somewhere? So again, like it might take you a little while to like figure it out. Okay, I like don't like the way that that looks. It looks okay, I guess. What if we moved it up? Yeah. So again, you kind of just have to play around with it and see how you like it. And now that I think about it, I'm going to change this to amplify your business. Yeah, so that's cute. And maybe I want to change this color to something different. maybe I want to do a brand color. Maybe I want to do kind of like a beige. Or maybe I want to do a color that's in the document colors. That's kind of cute. Okay, so I'll make it a little bit smaller. That kind of gives you a general idea of how you would create a graphic from scratch to look professional. I mean, there's a ton of other things you can do. If I wanted to add a border, again, I would just search that in Elements and I can add a border right from here. So maybe I want to add this kind of border. Okay, so say I wanted to add this, and this might look a little weird for a few minutes. So I'm going to change the color and then see how it's kind of cutting off all the words. So I'm just going to go into position and put that backward. So, and I would keep clicking backward until everything is out front. I have to make it a little bit bigger in order to fill the screen. And now say that I want to make it look a little less prominent. I can change the transparency from this button here. So I can make it so it kind of fades into the background. That looks cute. I'm really liking that now. So yeah, you can change the transparency of anything actually. So say if you want to change the transparency of text, you can do that up and down. And like I said, you just kind of need to fool around with it and figure it out, but that's your general thing that you want to do. And again, if you wanted to like group, just click undo. If you wanted to group more text items or group any items together, I would, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I would recommend doing that in the instance that you wanted to move things around and have them stay together. So because I've added this border now, it's making it difficult for me to get at the other things. But you can also hit, I think, Command and then, no, maybe Control and then click a couple of things at the same time. Let's see if that works. No. So you kind of have to drag your mouse. So I'm just going to delete this so I can show you. So you have to drag your mouse and select a couple things at the same time, and then you can group them. So if I group it and I manipulate it, then it's going to manipulate both items at the same time. So I actually have been using that group feature quite often. Now I want to put I'm just going to click undo until my border's back. Okay, so now I'm going to download it. So I never use the share button. You can, but I never do. So you have some options when you download it. I always use PNG for social media posts, but you can also use JPG. You can do PDF print. If you're using animated stuff, then you're going to use MP4 video, but it will know that. Canva will likely know, but just be aware that there are different file types that you might have to use. You can also download it for a transparent background if you want to. I wouldn't need to with this picture because it has a background, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like downloaded. And sometimes the text comes up weird. Hopefully it didn't. No. Okay. So it didn't do it this time. So see how it actually fixed the photo. Sometimes you have to double check when you download it, because what I find happens is like something goes outside of a line and then something might get jumbled up. So you want to just make sure when you download it, it looks as it looked on the computer. Okay, so I really hope that helped and you understand a little bit more about Canva now. As always, I didn't actually expect this tutorial to go on so long, but as always, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope you enjoyed.